Hey guys, Master Walker here. Hey, I wanted to take just a minute to thank you and your family for the trust and the confidence that you've placed in myself and the staff that we have here at Kids Karate Skillz. And I wanted to kind of go over the first 6 weeks and kind of what to expect over the first 6 weeks. I know if this is your first time doing martial arts or being involved in karate, it's kind of like unsure as to what's going to happen. So I want to kind of go over a few things with you. Number one, I want to kind of go over the first week with you. The first week, and specifically the first couple of classes, we call that our encouragement week. And what that means is that when your child first starts, they're going to be a little nervous and a little unsure. And the reason is because they don't really know anyone here. They're not really sure. They're not really confident how the routines work. But the first class or two, they're going to be kind of nervous. And that's usually why we call week one the encouragement week. And what that means is we usually suggest that parents, or I usually suggest that parents, set up some type of reward for their child after their first class. And it's not based on how well they do, but just on the fact that they made it through their first class. Something they were nervous about or unsure about, that they gave it their best and they did it and they finished it. And that's going to be a key ingredient, not just in karate, but home and school and everywhere they go, work, later on in life, is that just because they're unsure and they're not exactly sure what's happening or they don't know everything that's going on, to just try and finish. And that's going to be a big reward. So anything that you can do. So for instance, it could be like their favorite video game. It could be their favorite dessert or whatever it is. Be going to McDonald's for ice cream or whatever it is. Whatever it is that they see as a reward, set it up for them afterwards for just completing their first couple classes. Even though they were nervous, they did it. And that's going to be the first steps towards confidence. I can tell you right now that whenever I see parents that don't do this, their children often do not develop confidence, because this is the first step, all right? The second week, we call that the confidence week. And what happens is in the second week, your child's going to start to develop more confidence. Number one, they built on that first week of encouragement. And plus, they have met some of the people here in the class. They kind of know how the routines work. So what happens is you're going to start your confidence. You're going to start to notice that their confidence is starting to grow. And don't be surprised. I say that, but a lot of parents are surprised. They're like, wow, I can't believe it. They're really starting to show some confidence. You're going to start to hear them saying yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, and wanting to do things around the house. I say don't be surprised, but you will be surprised. Don't be surprised if that happens, all right? And you'll start to notice some changes even within those first couple of weeks. Third week is family week, and we call it family week because I want you to take just a few minutes to talk it over with your child, and talk it over with everybody that's involved in your family in the decision as to whether this is something that you're going to want to continue with. Because after the third week, you're about halfway through the trial program. Talk it over and see if this is something that you're going to want to continue with after the trial program is over. Because in the fourth week, we call that the decision week. And what that means is your child's been here for about a month. You know whether this is something you want to continue with afterwards, and you already know some of the benefits of the program. So what's going to happen is all this time I'm going to be updating with you, contacting you, emails and text messages and phone calls and things like that. But on the fourth week, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say, is this something you want to continue with after the trial program is over? At that point, you're going to get the opportunity to save on tuition and save some money on tuition. So I want you to be aware of that up front. We went over the tuition cost on your first day, and I think there's even a video on here that talks about the tuition costs. But I want you to be able to save some of that tuition on week 4. And you'll know because like I said, you guys will have been here for 4 weeks, so you'll know whether it's something you want to continue with, all right? Week 5, we call that focus week. And what that means is you're getting close to your first goal of 6 weeks. Help them stay focused on completing the goal. Whether you continue with us or you decide to do something else, We want to make sure that you complete the first 6 weeks. The reason is because when a child works hard towards something and they finish it, not only do they develop confidence, but they also start developing the ability to do other things that they thought they couldn't do. So week 5 is focus week. Hey, we're working towards our first 6 weeks. We're getting through classes as a beginner. And then week 6, we usually say set up another type of reward. Whether it's the same type of reward, like going to their favorite, their restaurant, or eating pizza, or their favorite dessert, or whether it's playing their favorite game, or even just going to the park or spending time with the family. Just let them know that week 6, that you have a reward set up for them. And what this is going to do, it's going to help the kids learn to develop a strong work and reward system, that whenever they work hard for something, they will be rewarded. Let's face it, even as adults, we understand that concept, that when you work hard, you are rewarded. And the sooner that children learn that, the better off they're going to be later in life. So it's hard to work hard without any reward, and as adults and children, it's the same way. So give them something to look forward to. So in the first 6 weeks, you're setting up some short-term goals in the first week, and you're setting up some long-term goals in the last week, all right? And this is going to help them develop more confidence, stay focused, and learn to develop a positive work habit. Listen, I'm telling you, if you do these things for the first 6 weeks, you're going to make a life-changing difference for your child in this program. It's going to make your life easier at home. It's going to make their life easier at school and in karate and everything they do. So if you need to, watch this video again. But this is one of the key successes to doing well in karate, and that is starting strong. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys in class. If you have any questions, just ask. You can talk to me, or you can talk to anyone on the staff. If they don't know, they will ask me. If I don't know, I'll find out. So anyway, like I said, I look forward to seeing you guys in class, and hey, keep giving it your best. So thank you.